I think given where we are, it took us a little bit of time to recognise that this is a peri-urban landscape, and so we do have an opportunity to sit on the fringe and be accessible for the city folk to come and understand where their food does come from.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see some young kids coming out with no concept around farms and food and all those things. So it's nice to be able to help them in their journey as well, to go, well, there's more to life than Coles, at least solving our problems. I'm Grant.
I'm Kelly.
We're based in 43 acres here in the Samford Valley, surrounded by quite a few houses in our little pocket here. And what we didn't want was to see this pocket, one of the last few pockets of land in the valley, broken up and subdivided. So we see this as a multi-generational property that will
outlive us, certainly.
Outlive us, educate us.
And hopefully educate the community as well, because we moved here with the intention of being able to grow much of our own food and to regenerate landscape function in the process. Having the contours carving the landscape has given us an opportunity to use electric fencing on either side of the contours, and we've actively planted trees on the downside of those contours. And so what we are seeing is that with that fertility change, the water cycle being restored in the landscape, and the way that we graze the cattle, they basically follow the contours through the landscape. So they move a bit like snakes through the landscape. Now, it's been an excellent opportunity for us to get animals into parts of the landscape that would have otherwise been really tricky for us to fence, but we do want to have more trees growing, an abundance of food and fruit for us in the landscape, and let nature kind of tell us what she needs. It's been nice.
The one thing about coming not from a farming background is seeing every plant's doing a job. Whereas previously you come from an urban background where you mow your grass and you have it all perfect, and I've been, somewhat down that path as well, but just now experiencing landscapes and seeing things, that teaching gives me an opportunity to go, okay, let's just calm the farm for a second, look at what's happening before I just pull things out and cut things down or get rid of stuff. It's actually everything that I see is doing a job, and I need to be patient with that and let all plants grow.
I grew up on a farm, so I understood where food naturally came from, but a lot of the kids that I was listening to at some of the schools that our children would go to felt that meat came from the supermarket and not from an animal necessarily. And so that great disconnect means that we have an agritourism opportunity or an educational platform that we can have children easily get access, because growing food is not easy, but it is an amazing opportunity to have healthy, nutrient-dense food. And to have healthy food, you need to have healthy animals and healthy plants, and to do that you need to have healthy soils. So if they can begin to understand little parts of that at a young age, then I'd be really hopeful that there'll be more people that want to understand how to grow food in backyards and tubs, and hopefully take as much of the community along for the ride as we can.